Hey guys, welcome to a very special weekend edition of Chuckload of Comics. Joining us here for the first time, Jordan Marine, our panelist. Is it a panelist if it's just one of you? Is it technically a panel?
There's two of us, so we'll say yes.
Well, the man with the voice so nice, we had to count him twice. Jordan Marine.
Thank you.
With Ord's Board
That's right.
on YouTube. Check out his show on YouTube. We're going to put a link in the description to Ord's Board. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, not a problem, man. It was a fun drive coming up here.
Made the drive all the way from Rockford, Illinois to Wrigleyville, Chicago on one of the most beautiful days we've had.
And maybe busiest days, because the Cubs, I think, are playing the Brewers today.
Yeah, sorry you couldn't find a parking space.
No, that's fine.
I apologize. Well, you picked an amazing week to come to Chuckload of Comics, guys. So much nerd stuff dropped. We're going to give you a breakdown on how you can get the new Disney Plus series for less than $4 a month. It usually goes for $7 a month. We're going to give you the details, and you got to act fast. So we're going to get in that in just a minute. Birds of Prey. We got some leaked, sneaked images that you can't find anywhere. We were lucky enough to snag them off Twitter right before they got ripped off. We're going to give you all the breakdowns and when we're going to see the first trailer for Birds of Prey. Hasbro buys Death Row Records.
Yeah, you telling me this on the way here, so the whole way here, I'm listening to people talk about it.
The company that brought us Mr. Potato Head now owns Doggy Style. We're going to break that down in just a second. And, of course, Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. Jordan, you watched damn near the whole thing last night.
Yeah, biology said no, my body shut down.
You sat through 8 hours. You're going to give us a full sort of review and what our viewers can expect
That's right.
from this Netflix series that just dropped this weekend, guys. So we're going to get into all that in just a second. After all, this is a comic book show.
That's right.
So let's go ahead really quick and take a look at some of the books hitting shelves at a comic book store near you this week. Take a look. So, man, tons and tons of great books dropping this week. Jordan, what's got your eye this week?
Well, I got to be honest. What we've already talked about was the Battle Pug.
Yeah, we talked off camera about Battle Pug.
Yeah, because I've heard some stuff in the news recently about it, and they've kind of got me hyped about it. I know there's a ton of people hyped about this book, man.
It's a great book. If anybody's never read it, man, get on the Battle Pug train. Mike Norton.
Absolutely, check it out, guys.
Well, you can't. This is the week of Spawn. Spawn 300 hits shelves, making Spawn the longest-running creator comic book in comic book history. Todd McFarlane started it with number 1. He's stayed with it the whole time. Spawn 300, guys, that's the book to grab. There's a million variant covers. Amazing variant covers you can pick up.
They seem to be doing that a lot more nowadays. With
a lot of variants.
Let's put out as many as we can and see who gets what. But which is cool, I guess. You have options, which is fine. But it kind of makes me sad in the sense that, like, the way comic books used to be, like, that variant was, like,
hard to find.
Be whole,
right,
yeah.
When
you spent the money on that variant, like, you were proud of that variant. But not that there's anything wrong with this, too. I mean, I wouldn't want to censor art by any means. So
True. Yeah, it gives, people a venue. People like our friend Jenny Frizen and Ashley Witter, they get to do some fun covers and stuff. So, guys, pick up Spawn 300. Awesome. And if you're not getting on the Battle Pug train, now's the time to do it. Can't recommend Battle Pug enough by Mike Norton.
Absolutely.
So, guys, let us know what you're excited about this week in the comments section. Let's go ahead and get into this week's Nerd News. Well, guys, our first big story of the day, Disney Plus, the streaming service that drops November 12th. It's going to cost you $6.99 a month, but if you want to get it for less than $4, you can, but you got to act fast. If you're watching the show before September 2nd, here's what you do. Do you want to get Disney Plus for $3.90 a month? Here's what you do. So this just dropped. This blew me away. Like, I saw this. This was kind of dropped sort of under the radar. They didn't put it on blast for everybody, but it happened just after D23. Go to D23.com. D23 is the big Disney convention. Happens out in Anaheim. Just happened the other week. If you go to D23.com and make yourself a login, totally free. Just make yourself an account at D23.com. They're going to send you an email with a link. That link is going to send you to the purchasing page, or the sign-up page for Disney Plus. You have to sign up for 3 years. So it's a 3-year plan. You got to pay $140 up
That's
front.
it? That's it?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
That's it?
But if you do the math, $140 a month split over 3 years, you're basically getting a year for free.
Right. Yeah. No, definitely. That signed me up, especially with like The Mandalorian coming out.
All the Star Wars stuff, all the Marvel stuff.
All of it.
We did it, and it worked. We signed up. We're good. It's actually like $150 after taxes and stuff. I don't know if that's a Chicago thing, like with their entertainment taxes.
Oh, yeah. That's a new thing.
But still, man, you get it. You basically get a year for free.
Yeah.
So again, just to recap, go to d23.com, sign up. You're going to receive an email. This ends on September 2nd. So if hopefully you're watching Chuckload of Comics when you're supposed to be watching Chuckload of Comics.
Right.
Because after September 2nd, you missed out on it. So you're going to have to pay $7.99 or $6.99 a month. This is interesting because when they announced the price of $6.99 a month, first thing everybody thought was, yeah, sure, that's the introductory rate. They're going to jack up the price, and they're going to. I mean, without a doubt. So 3 years from now, it's probably going to be a $25 price tag.
Even a year from now. I mean,
Yeah.
you think about what it's going to cost. I mean, I remember when Netflix was like, what, $10 for the DVD disc service plus, you know, the digital content. And I think we're now sitting at like $12.99
just for the streaming?
Just for the streaming, exactly. And then, you know, I'm sure they'll have like HD options where you can do 4K, stream in 4K or whatever, which will cost you more money. But I mean, at this price, I know what I'm doing on the way home.
You're crazy not to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're locked in for 3 years, and there's just so much awesome content that's going to be coming out. So, guys, go to d23.com before September 2nd and just make a member. There's paid memberships. Don't get suckered into buying one of those gold or platinum memberships, because that's where you get like the discounts into the parks and stuff. Just do the free one.
Right. Yep. Do
and
that.
You're going to get that email. As long as you do it before September 2nd. So, guys, let us know. Are you excited about the Disney Plus? Let us know in the comments section. How stoked are you? So, next big story of the week, guys, Birds of Prey.
Very interesting.
This is sort of a sneaky thing. There was a teaser trailer that was stolen. Somebody stole the teaser trailer, took a bunch of screenshots of what this teaser trailer is going to show, and put those screenshots online. Those have since been taken down. The trailer has been taken down, but we, the social media junkies that we are, found these photos, snagged them before they got taken down. Let's take a look at them. I mean, you see Margot Robbie, obviously, as Harley Quinn. Some really cool new photos of Margot Robbie. Ewan McGregor as Black Mask.
Oh, anything that guy touches.
Looking awesome. I don't know that much about the character of Black Mask. I'm more of a Marvel character, or a Marvel fan. But, man, Ewan McGregor looks awesome in these photos. He's going to be a kick-ass sort of club owner, sort of, I don't know. It's hard to tell from these photos.
Well, I think this is something that people have been waiting, you know, especially like the true DC fans. This is something they've been waiting for a long time, is a good Birds of Prey. I mean, I know the comic books were very well received and things like that. And, I mean, again, Ewan McGregor, that guy touches anything, he's good.
I know. Fargo. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, we saw her as Huntress. We see Journey Smollett Bell as Black Canary, Rosie Perez as Renee Montoya. A lot of really cool images that came from this teaser trailer. But speaking of the teaser trailer, we also found out the trailer is it's reported to be attached to the new It Chapter 2 movie. So that comes out next week.
Yeah.
Next week, September 6th.
Yeah, I know you're stoked about that.
Very stoked about It Chapter 2. Really stoked to see the first teaser trailer for Birds of Prey. The first real one. We got that little nothing of a teaser a couple months ago, but this is going to be a proper trailer. And if these images are to be believed, it's going to be a pretty sick trailer. So I wouldn't be surprised, since these already dropped, I wouldn't be surprised if this trailer leaks on YouTube. Not leaks, but gets dropped this week.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, especially because of the images and stuff. But I think what you're going to see, too, is like with, was it Marvel phase, going into phase 4, I believe they're going into now?
Yep.
Going into phase 4, I think you'll see more people starting to pay attention to what DC's got going on, because like with Shazam, Aquaman, you know, those were big hits.
Joker movie coming out.
Oh my god,
in November.
Yeah, I totally did a reaction to the trailer. Go watch it. It's that movie, a total play on the psyche.
People have already seen it, and they said it's quote masterpiece.
I believe
that's the buzz.
And one thing even with all the changes, and I know we're kind of going off tangent here, but one thing I really like about it is, even though the look is different of the Joker, it's totally that theme with the Joker, like one bad day
exactly
could change a man's life.
Yeah,
and that's what he challenges Batman with. And so this is him going through that challenge. And then
it's one man's descent into it's like the movie Falling Down with Michael Douglas. It's Falling Down, but with Joaquin Phoenix in clown makeup.
Right. So to circle back, so I think what you're going to see is you're going to see people starting to pay attention to more of what DC's got going on. And I mean, they got characters like, the Black Canary, true DC characters.
Fan favorite, yeah.
Exactly. So I think you're going to see more people paying attention to that, and stoked to see that trailer.
Let me ask you, Jordan. This is a safe place.
Yes.
You can be honest with me and with the people watching at home. How excited are you for the Birds of Prey movie? And do these images kind of change your excitement level at all? Or are they still even keel?
So with everything in the superhero genre, as of late, I've been really, iffy about diving in, as because I'm a fanboy. Like, it could be terrible, and I'll still
give me anything, and I'll go see it.
Yeah, exactly. So with these images, it's kind of got me sold.
Yeah, you're in?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm a DC fanboy.
Okay.
So like I said, Black Mask, man, Harley Quinn, and I know that's maybe because she's a pretty popular character now, but. I would love to see her more in some stuff too. I think actually I enjoyed the Suicide Squad. I don't know if you enjoyed that movie.
I did not enjoy that movie.
Okay.
I enjoyed the first half of that movie.
Okay.
Immensely, and then
you.
I just I hated the rest of it.
All right, we could talk about that another time. But yeah, so I just think you're going to see people start paying attention more to what DC.
I think it's great. It's gonna be interesting to see what they can do with a low budget, because it's a really low budget film by comic book movie standards. I think it's like a $50 million budget or something with this massive cast.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do, and looking forward to this trailer, guys. So go see It Chapter 2 this weekend and see the new teaser trailer for the Birds of Prey movie, and leave us a comment. Are you excited about Birds of Prey? Are you like Jordan? Are you super stoked? Did you like Suicide Squad? We'd like to know. So, guys, the next big story of the day goes into the what the hell category of the world of fandom. Hasbro was reported this week. Hasbro's purchased Death Row Records.
Yeah.
The company that brought us My Little Pony now owns Gin and Juice and everything in the Death Row catalog. It was reported to be a $4.1 billion purchase. What they did, they actually purchased Entertainment One, and under Entertainment One, it wasn't just Death Row,
right.
But under that purchase, much like the Disney Fox merger, they got Death Row Records. What can you say about this, man? The company that brought us Mr. Potato Head, My Little Pony, frickin' Furbies are now running the Chronic. Jordan, what does this mean for the soundtrack of the upcoming Power Rangers movie?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I wonder if they're going to make Tupac an honorary, Power Ranger, maybe.
Dude.
Oh,
please bring us the Hasbro crossovers.
Don't be surprised if you see the fan art. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be a thing. It's interesting that they did this, and there's other entities that was it E1 are attached to E1, which is. I think Peppa Pig and what's the other one?
I don't know. I stopped reading at Death Row.
Oh gosh, PJ Masks. That's what it is. PJ Masks. So I believe that this Death Row purchase was just a part of a $4 billion deal, so that they could get rights to make these toys, because these shows are popular. I mean,
really?
YouTube them, look them up. I mean, kids love PJ Masks.
You know what I want to see? Because this is Hasbro. I want to see a South Central LA version of the Monopoly board game. I want to see some serious Death Row crossovers. No, you know what I want to see?
Yeah.
I want to see even more than that. I want to see a East Coast, West Coast version of the Battleship game, where you can just be throwing bullets.
Yes.
You set up your Biggie and your Tupac.
Yes.
And you sunk my Biggie Smalls.
Yes.
That's what I want to see, people. Listen to me, Hasbro. This is gold.
See, I was hoping for the Snoop Dogg Easy Bake Oven, but
now we're talking.
Like Snoop Dogg baking at the house.
Chronic brownies in your Easy Bake Oven.
Baked while baking.
This is gold. I'm gonna see a freaking Suge Knight Furby.
Yes.
A Suge Knight Mr. Potato Head.
Yes.
Would be so great.
Yes, I agree.
Poor Suge Knight's sitting in prison right now watching this go down. He's like, what the hell is going on?
Just make sure you send a check, Hasbro, for these great ideas.
Well, I, for one, am going to start a Kickstarter for vasectomies for everybody, because do you really want your grandchildren growing up in a world where Hasbro owns the company that started the biggest rap rivalry since the Beatles and the Monkees?
Yeah, right? Yeah, do it.
This is a weird time we live in right now.
I'll give you $100 off the bat.
All right, cool. Let's make it. Well, we're going to go, me and Jordan are going to go get vasectomies right after the show, but before we do, I love that segue, by the way. Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. Dark Crystal just dropped on Netflix this week. 10 episodes. Jordan,
Yeah.
I understand you tried your damnedest to power down the entire thing. I'm going to kind of let you give us your opinions of it. Did you like it? Spoiler-free sort of discussion. What'd you think of Dark Crystal?
All right, 1 second here.
You gotta lube up real quick. You're still getting over the Hasbro Death Row Records story.
Yeah. So the Dark Crystal, when you got a full-time job, sometimes it's hard to like do this job or this YouTube thing. But I'll be damned. I did my best. As soon as I got off of work, I went and picked up snacks. My body hates me today for it. I crammed junk food down my throat and sat down for 8 hours and got through 8 episodes of 10-episode series. Yeah, man. Can I say one thing about the Dark Crystal? It would be the practical effects with the CGI blend, flawless.
That's what I saw in the trailers. Because I have not watched it yet, just so you know.
No. But you got to, and I know you will. And we should get back and talk about this. There's just so much. There's so much lore inside this 10-episode series, and the puppets are amazingly beautiful. The pod people look amazing. Like I was kind of looking at some of the details within the faces of the puppets and stuff, and you've got moving muscles within there and whatnot. That's all right. Hey, kitty cat. She's excited for the Dark Crystal. So yeah.
So what's the story? I mean, sort of where are we at now? What XYZ many years after the original Dark Crystal?
Okay, so for those who haven't watched the original, it's basically just like a good versus evil kind of sense. In this one, it is the Gelflings who basically honor the Skeksis. Algra, the character who's basically like the mystic mage of the planet, or the planet Thra. And the planet, Algra, and the Crystal are very tied. They're tied very close together. So basically, Algra got the ability from the Skeksis to travel through space with her mind. So she's traveling the universe with her mind, but she's on Thra. She entrusts the protection of the Dark Crystal, to the Skeksis, and of course, over the many years that she's been traveling through space, they've perverted it. We're allowed to cheat death through it, and this is basically the crystal is becoming depleted of energy, and they have to find a way to feed the crystal and steal Gelfling essence to stay alive.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah,
Just bottle of this episode of Chuckload Comics is brought to you by Gelfling essence.
That's right. Apparently it tastes really good. At least that's what the Skeksis say.
Just put a little behind your ear. Yeah. Well, I mean, the voices in the thing. I mean, Sigourney Weaver, Taron Egerton, Keegan-Michael Key, Mark Hamill, Simon Pegg, Bridget Wong. Can you recognize any of the voices when you're watching them, or are they just completely? Yeah.
My two favorite, of course, Mark Hamill. Anything that guy touches to me is gold. And Eddie Izzard, actually.
I did not know he was in it.
Yes.
Jesus, who isn't in this thing?
Right? Yeah. I actually really enjoyed the Eddie Izzard character. And it's weird because he plays a few different types. There's something
he always does.
Yeah, and there's something that happens to his character through there that kind of changes things a little bit with his character. But yeah, he kind of plays like almost kind of like a sage sort of guy, almost like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
Like a Jezebel kind of guy, So anyway, Eddie Izzard, Mark Hamill, and I think they even got what's the guy from Lonely Island?
I don't know.
He's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm having a brain fart here.
So scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, scale of 1 to 10.
Where do you rate Dark Crystal, and should people watch it if they've never? Imagine if you're a person who's never seen the Dark Crystal before. You're completely new to the series. Are they going to enjoy it? Compared to fans who already love it?
Yes.
Yeah.
to put it bluntly, yes. There's a huge character arcs in there. There's lovable characters. There's some things that bring you to the edge of tears. There's some things that get you excited. A lot of times I found myself leaning forward into the show,
really
trying to, really immerse myself in it. And yeah, man, there is a lot to offer in this show, and I think that one thing to note, though, I think that if you watch the TV series and then watch the movie, I think you might be a little underwhelmed with the original movie.
Oh yeah.
Not that there isn't a great amount to look at and it's not beautiful. It is very beautiful, the original, but it's a very slower paced than this TV series. So I suggest watching the movie first.
Well, it also lacks all that CGI blend that you were talking about earlier.
Correct.
It's just straight up puppets.
But to be honest,
and sets.
Right, and to kind of compare the two. There really isn't a whole lot of difference. I mean, you notice some of the CGI, but it's not it's nothing that takes you out of the original concept that Jim Henson had.
So you're dodging the question, man. 1 to 10.
Oh yeah, sorry. I want to say probably a solid 9.
Really?
And the reason I say 9, having seen the other one so many times, or the movie so many times, you get used to character voices. So jumping into some of the same characters with a tweak on their voice, kind of takes me out of it a little bit, just a little bit. But there's enough there to like keep you entertained for sure.
There you go, guys. Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance. Jordan Marine gives it a solid 9.
Solid 9, yes.
Cool. Well, check it out. It's streaming right now on Netflix. If you watched it, leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought. How many episodes did you get through? Were you able to power down all 10 hours of the? These are hour-long episodes, right?
Yeah. They're anywhere from 50 to an hour. I would love somebody to comment below and tell me if they got through all 10 straight. So.
That's crazy. I was just like, we did that for Stranger Things. I've never done that in my life, but we did for Stranger Things season 3. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But so that, guys, that's our whole show. Jordan, thanks a lot for being here, man. Could not appreciate it more.
Anytime you need me, man, you just let me know. I'll be here.
Cool. Well, guys, we hope you can support the Chuckload of Comics channel. How do you support it? It's really simple. Just click on that subscribe button. Go down. It's super duper easy. Click the subscribe button. Click that little thumbs up or thumbs down. I don't care. Just click something and support the Chuckload of Comics channel. We're here every single Sunday sort of breaking down the nerd news of the week. All the nerdy stuff that happened in the past 7 days. We try to break it down for you in about a 20-minute package. So until next week, guys, of course, check out Jordan's show on YouTube. There's a link to it in the description of this show. And guys, have a fantastic week.
Yeah, guys, thanks, Chuck. I appreciate you letting me be here, man.
You're welcome, man. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful day in Chicago.
I will.
And we'll see you guys here next Sunday.